everybody, it's been a while since I've done a video on my Ranger Raptor, but that's basically because I've kind of run out of things to do on this thing that don't cost thousands of dollars, and I'm not just trying to add random stuff just to make videos. So I've just been enjoying myself. I went on vacation for a little while. I just got back, and one of the things that I got from Signature Lux is this airbag cover that replaces the existing one, and it matches the Alcantara on the steering wheel. So that was my one complaint about the steering wheel, and it wasn't a complaint about the steering wheel, but you got to put the same airbag cover, this like vinyl-y fake leather thing, back on here on this sweet carbon fiber steering wheel. So this one is that same suede Alcantara look. It has etched in forward, it's got red stitching, so it's going to match the stitching in the sides of my steering wheel. So what I'm going to do right now is actually just take this trim off, take the airbag out, I'll disconnect the battery, and then put this back on. It should take like 15-20 minutes and look so much better. So all you need to take the steering wheel or the airbag out is a 7mm socket, and then a screwdriver. That's it. It just pops right out. I'm going to disconnect the battery first and get it done. So hopefully this is like 10-15 minute project. Now that I've said that, it'll probably take me an hour. Anytime I disconnect the battery, I put something here so it can't work its way back over and reconnect. All right, so getting this thing out, I've covered it in multiple videos in the past. Basically, you've got two little metal clips that hook onto metal clips in here, and you can access it through holes in the back of the steering wheel. You stick a screwdriver in there, pop it down, you're pushing this thing down so that it can come out. It's not super hard, but it definitely takes some time. I struggled with it. It's been a while since I've done this. So now I've got to figure out how to get these clips off of, basically, this thing is going to go on here, and there are clips all over it. I'm not sure how I'm going to actually get this out of here. All right, so there's the airbag, and here's the old one. Now I just got to put the new one on. And then one thing I had to do, these are all for the horn right here. So when any of these make contact with that, the horn will honk. So I had to pull the tabs and slide them in, because what happens is this is like a little bit springy. This thing pushes and actually makes those make contact. So that was the only thing I had to do on here, was actually slide all of these little metal clips in towards the center. And then when I'm done, I'll slide them all out and tighten the bolts back down. Okay, so I've got it all installed, just all these little clips. And the way it is held on there, these four things here, so you've got one there, and one there, those make contact, and they're actually little springs. You can see a little bit of bend to it. You can see the spring parts there. And what happens is when you actually bring this in, that makes contact and that honks the horn. So when this thing is in there, the airbag is staying totally still. It's the cover that's moving and making contact there for your horn to actually close the circuit and make the noise. So anyway, I'm just going to put this back in there now and get the wires hooked back up and plug it all back in and be done. So again, I've done the install. I've showed how to do this on the actual steering wheel install video. So just reference that when it's, if you're trying to do the same thing. And then just know you've got to take these are 8mm bolts. You just need an 8mm socket or wrench, put them on there. You don't have to take them all the way off, just loosen them. And then you pull on the tab and slide it back. So you'll see like a little hole in there, and there's a little dimple that catches it. Once you get it loose enough, you can slide it back. I used a screwdriver to help, but totally good. And then once everything's back in there, just put it all back together, and that'll hold it back in place. And the horn should not be honking regularly, only when you actually push it, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this thing, get my wires hooked back up. All right, and it's back in place, so I can go ahead and put all this stuff back on and be done. So I'm going to go ahead and patch this all back up, clip it together, get my 3 screws back in there, and be finished. And it's clear skies, but it's starting to rain. Weird. All right, so everything's hooked back up. I'm going to put the negative back on the battery. It's done. The horn works. Let me get in here and just show you how it looks a little bit closer up. So it is the same kind of material as the sides here. It really finishes off. This is the old one. Just kind of like a fake leather plasticky look, which isn't bad, but it doesn't look that great when you've got the Alcantara on the sides. Now it really matches. The red stitching is nice, the blue stitched forward in there, and it's just, I'm really happy with it. It really does finish off this steering wheel really well. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, steering wheels from Signature Lux, and then this came out after the fact, and I had to have it, and it just looks so much better. All right, everybody, so that's it. It did rain on me, and I'm all sweaty again, but the steering wheel airbag cover is changed out for a suede one that matches the handles. These are a little bit kind of dirty, and I haven't cleaned them in a while, so I think if I get them clean, the color will match a little bit better. But anyway, I had it made with the red stitching for the outside and then the blue forward, and I really like the way it looks. So if you already have one of these steering wheels and you don't like the stock thing in the middle, get a hold of Signature Lux and tell them what you're looking for, and they will have it made to fit what you want with your color stitching. Whatever you want in the middle, you could have it say Raptor, you could have it say Ford, and there you go. Cheers.
It's over!